all going to be saying Merry Christmas again. That I can tell you. Very soon, we're going to start saying Merry Christmas again.
We're bringing back Merry Christmas. I am so sick and tired of saying Happy Holidays.
So the word holiday actually comes from the Old English holiday, with hale meaning holy, sacred, consecrated, dech meaning day. It was specifically for Christian holidays. It was a word created to specify a Christian holiday that was coming up, and it was used exclusively for Christian holidays until around 1100. It wasn't until the 14th and 15th century that that definition began to expand. But they say the same thing about Xmas, saying, oh, they're taking the Christ out of Christmas. You can't write Xmas. That's because everything's a conspiracy when you don't know how anything works. So the Greek word meaning anointed one is Christos. The first letter in Christos is an X. It's a letter called chi that looks a lot like a Roman X. And in ancient cultures especially, it was disrespectful to say or write the name of your god. It was considered blasphemous. So they would often abbreviate the names of their gods. So they used the letter chi to designate Christos, the name of Christ, to honor his sacred name. And let's not forget that Christmas trees come from pagan traditions, especially Germanic and Celtic tribes, and that December 25th was not picked for the birthday of Jesus until the 4th century when the Roman Empire decided to make Christianity its imperial religion and replace their Sol Invictus and Saturnalia pagan traditions, which celebrated solstice and the returning of light, so that it would be easier to acclimate pagan practices into the new imperial religion of Christianity. And that's before I get to the common sense part, where Happy Holidays is easier if I don't know what someone celebrates, and it's easier than saying Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I'm not going to see that person before the New Year, because inclusion is not a pie. Just because you give some to someone else doesn't mean there's less for you, and it's not a threat to you if you're not selfish, self-absorbed, and entitled. What's really taking the Christ out of Christmas is demonizing brown people while the savior you claim you worship is brown, using armed forces to strip families apart and body snatch them off the street when they haven't done anything wrong, and then using Christianity as a cloak for your racism when white people didn't exist in the Bible at all. Happy Holidays.